Hey gang, today we are taking a look at Transformers Armada Starscream with Swindle. Now, this was one of the first of the larger class, I believe the Mega Class figures from the Armada toy line. And this is a great mold. I just want to get that out of the way. This is a fantastic mold. And Swindle as a Minicon is pretty cool too. Now, Starscream was one of the first of the figures released in the Armada toy line. And I have to admit, Hasbro got a lot of life out of this mold. I think there were 6 other figures that were repainted / remolded out of this mold. And it's a great jet mode. I think it's a near perfect jet mode, except for these bits right here. I've never understood why a jet would have pylons sticking off of it, but that's just me. Now, he does have sounds, but I believe the batteries might be dead on my figure. Let's see. Nope, it's good. Those are the only sounds you're going to get, unfortunately. Now, in this mode, he obviously has the Minicon gimmick, which we'll show you right now. Starscream's Minicon gimmick is such that you plug Swindle into the Minicon port back here, and that deploys the 2 giant cannons Starscream has. So, let's just get Swindle lined up. 1, 2. Now, I seem to remember these were supposed to fire on their own, but I'm probably wrong on that. But regardless, a giant flying thing with cannons like this coming at me, I'd be a little worried myself. And the missiles on this guy are really kind of powerful for a toy of this size. So I appreciate the fact that the missiles actually fire farther than like 4 inches. So that is definite plus in my book. Swindle is a very cool little dragster type Pokemon. I mean, Minicon. And his transformation is, like all Minicons, very simple. Take the sides of the vehicle, open them up, and the rear wheels will become his shoulders. Split the legs, fold down the feet, and then push the spoiler down to show the face. So, a very cool little Minicon, but like all Minicons, he is in desperate need of a decent paint job. But still, kind of cool little guy. The transformation for Starscream is pretty easy, but I think cool. So, to start, we'll take the rear wings and actually fold out what will be the legs, and then fold them straight back while activating the gimmick, or the sound gimmick. Fold out his heels. Then take the whole rear wing section, or rear section, and flip it all the way around until it snaps into place. When you snap it into place, I'll do that again, you'll actually end up deploying the head. So, let's see if I could get this on camera. So, like I said, fold up the midsection, and you deploy the head. Then, for the rest of the figure, take the nose cone and fold that straight down. Beware the lights and sounds gimmick, or the lights gimmick. Take these pylons on the side and fold them out to form the arms, and then flip out the fists. Like that. And then take the wings and snap them down, and there we go. Starscream's left wing can detach from the figure itself, like that, and then will fold out to form a sword, which is supposed to be able to be held by him in robot mode. In robot mode, Starscream is very, very cool. You can even see the little smirk he has going with his face, which I have always enjoyed. I just have always enjoyed the character, and I always enjoyed the look of the figure as well. And plus, he turns out throughout the course of the series to actually be a very honorable character, even though you might not think that. The addition of the sword wing is a very, very nice addition. My only complaint in this mode is the fact that you have all of this stuff sticking out of the back. I really have wondered how much work it would have been for Hasbro to maybe, I don't know, add an ability for this part to at least collapse down on his back. That being said, it is a nice looking figure. Now, one big problem I've always had with the Armada line is most of the figures are kind of brickish, in that because of the Minicon gimmicks, they don't have much in the way of posability, and Starscream really isn't an exception to that. He does not have much in the way of posability. His head does not move at all. His arms, you do have this swivel on the bottom of the shoulder, and you've got some movement in the arms. You've got a swivel for up and down. His elbow is double jointed, no movement in the fist. Legs are on ratchet joints that move back and forth, no up and down movement. Swivels at the knees, or swivel above the knees, and then a ratchet joint here at the knees. But there's really no point, because he can't really do much because of the weight from the Minicon gimmick, which can be activated by any Minicon that can fit back here, or a small, like, Bic pencil with you could just stick down in the hole there. Now, he can hold up a bunch of Minicons. You do have the one Minicon port in the back here, and then you've got one on each arm. Other than that, there are no other Minicons ports, so he can hold a maximum of 3. And then he's got the sound gimmick. So overall, it's a very cool figure. I like this figure a lot, but it's not perfect, as I said. And that's a big problem with a lot of the Armada figures. They're very, very cool, but the Minicon weapon deploying gimmick really hampers a lot of the designs of the figures. That being said, if you can get a hold of this mold, I would strongly recommend it. Either the original Starscream, Skywarp, Ramjet, Thundercracker. There are more that I can't think of right now. But, as I said, it's a fun toy to have in your collection.